Hey HU Crafty Club, welcome to the Fix Rhinestones Project. So let's take a quick look at our supplies. You should have hot fix stones, you should have a rhinestone template, you should have a rhinestone setting brush. You can also use your tweezers, and we're going to be using our hot fix transfer tape. So the first thing that you're going to do is decide which of your rhinestone templates you're going to use. And once you have made that decision, then the next thing that you're going to do is go ahead and open up your hot fix stones, and we're going to have you pour out a small amount onto your template. Next, you're going to take your rhinestone setting brush and you're going to just go in circular motions over your template, and as you go into those circular motions, you should see that a majority of the rhinestones will flip the correct way into your template. Okay, you can also use your fingers, you can also use the tweezers, whatever you need to do to get all of the rhinestones filled in. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up, and I'll be back when we get it all filled in. So as you finish getting them filled in, what you'll do is you can use the brush or your fingers, and you want to clean off the stones that are not a part of the design. You want to go ahead and get those completely off of your template. Now in your kits this month, you also received a larger template. I threw that in as a bonus. You can use that to actually create one that's a little bit larger that you could add to a t-shirt that you already have, or a tote bag. So one thing that I would mention is that definitely be careful moving this around. You don't want to accidentally bump the table or do anything that will shift or pop out the rhinestones, basically. I did this with some friends and we bumped the table and we had to start all over. So anyway, go ahead and grab your transfer tape. One side's clear, the other side is white. We're going to be working with the clear side, so you can put the white side, you can actually put that to the side until we're ready for it. I like to hold my transfer tape very taut over top of my design and lower it slowly, and then when I get it right on top of the stones, I try to put it down in an even manner, and then I rub across my design because I want to make sure that the stones are adhering to the the clear transfer tape very well. And then when I feel good about it, I'll go ahead and I'll start to lift that clear transfer tape up, but I'll do that slowly because I want to make sure if I miss a stone that I can easily go back and pick it up and keep it in the same place. When we get to this stage, this is a rhinestone transfer, so we can use it right away, or we can put that white backing on it and save it and use it later. So we're going to use ours now. We have these headbands in the kit, so I'm going to use those. These have some cardboard inside. I'm actually going to use that cardboard to help to keep them stable as I iron on the transfer. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this in half. This is totally optional. You do not need to do this, but I found it to be helpful. Also, you're going to need your household iron at this point if you're ironing it on. You need the iron set to high cotton setting with no steam. The highest setting that you can put it on with no steam, and make sure that there's no water in the iron. Alright, so you want to press your headband or whatever fabric you're working with, you want to press it for about 10 seconds in order to preheat the fabric, remove any wrinkles, and as well as remove any moisture from that fabric. Okay, once you do that, then you can go ahead and lay your transfer template on top, put a piece of parchment paper on, and then use your iron. I like to cross my hands and put a little bit of pressure on my iron, and I hold it still for about 30 seconds or so, and then I'll lift it up and I'll move it to the next place, and I do the same thing, and I repeat this. Every once in a while I'll lift up my parchment paper and I'll just do a little test to see if it's stuck. If it feels like it is stuck, then we're good. But if I pull it and I find that some of the rhinestones haven't adhered just yet, be careful because it definitely is hot, then I'll just put the parchment paper back on and I iron it again. So be careful when you're doing this because it's hot, but definitely slowly pull off the transfer tape. Again, if you pull it and one of the rhinestones that don't adhere, then put it back down and you can iron it again. Once you get the transfer tape completely off, you can put the white paper back on it, and then you can use that again. Okay, so you can save this as long as it is still sticky. You can use it as many times as you possibly can. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to mention, well, first of all, how cute is this headband? Oh, but anyway, the templates that you have, you can use those templates over and over and over and over again. And I'll try to leave some resources to let you know where you can get other templates from. The last thing that I usually do is I turn my garment inside out and I'll hit it on the back side with the iron just for maybe like 10 seconds or so. Just want to just give it that extra security, get some, heat against the back of those stones just to make sure that they're adhered really well. But that is about it, y'all. So my headband is done. You can see it looks just like my template. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you all put together with the templates in the kit and with if you do a t-shirt or whatever. So, all right, happy crafting, and I'll see you in the next project.